Greg Hunter. Welcome to the USA Watchdog YouTube channel. It supports usawatchdog.com. I'm a former investigative correspondent. I worked on ABC's Good Morning America and also on CNN on many of their platforms. I try to put out interviews and information that is above all accurate. As my slogan on the website says, I try to give you a clear picture of what's really going on. I hope you enjoy the channel, and I hope you subscribe. Thanks again. I'm Greg Hunter. Okay, let me guess. You're in your 30s or 40s? I'm Greg Hunter. Welcome to usawatchdog.com. A lot of crazy stuff is going on. Record highs or near record high in the Dow, record high in the NASDAQ, and then a big drop off. You've got multi-billionaire investor slash money manager Paul Singer talking about how all hell's going to break loose. That was a week or so ago, and then just this week on Bloomberg says he's very worried, very concerned. I think it was a direct quote, and talking about how all the leverage and debt in the market, comparing it to 2008, and worse than 2008. What's going on with record highs and record debt? No better person to bring on than Gregory Mannarino, the mind of a trader, and a good one at that, at traderschoice.net. Gregory Mannarino, thanks for joining us today on usawatchdog.com.
Great to be back, Greg. Thank you. Thanks again.
Well, what a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs day with the NASDAQ. And, I call you up in the pre-interviews. Did you see what's going on? It looks like we're having the bust in the tech market right now. So we waited for the markets to close last week, and now we have you on. And what's going on with the record high in the Dow and a big, fat, funky sell-off in the NASDAQ?
Very interesting set of dynamics here in play, Greg. And I'll tell you what concerns me. Let's back up just a little bit to the action that happened on Friday. So I had outlined for everyone on my own blog how the dynamics, a whole set of dynamics were in place to push the stock market higher. And this has played out to be exactly right. Now, Friday.
Gone, just like that. They took it away. What's the reason? Misleading or insufficient data. Yet I can provide all the data. The data was there. I went over all the stuff. In fact, here, we could even do it again. I'll go over that in a second here. But yeah, I'm just showing folks, I understand why Gregory's upset. He sent these trolls after me. Because as soon as you enter his name, what pops up? Gregory Mannarino exposed. And then when you go to expose, what do you see? You soon find out that he's exposed, and the best is you find out that his friend, the two-faced tacos, who I call the troll here, that's what I'm referring to, is caught censoring the truth when we have an employee from Bear Stearns, an ex-employee, because remember, Bear Stearns is defunct now, downtown Charlie Brown sunk in 2008. But what matters is that we have an ex-employee who runs his own trading service, Allen Investments. Mike Status went into his old Bear Stearns employee book and found no Gregory Mannarino listed. And he says, that's no surprise to me. Greg's not smart enough to be a trader. And we also caught Greg that same day in another lie, where Greg has been telling people on YouTube that he was part of the Bear Stearns junior trading program. Mike Status, who worked at Bear Stearns, came right out and told the guy on YouTube, it's like Bear Stearns doesn't have a junior trading program. And by the way, that gentleman who we spoke to on YouTube was actually taking his services, Mike Status's Allen Investment Trading Services. Yeah, I'm not here giving him a pump out. I'm just telling you that this is what's going on, that the guy was taking a course with him. Mike Status worked at Bear Stearns in the past, went through the employee directory, never saw him there. So he went on to tell the guy that, Bear Stearns never had a junior trading program. How the heck did Gregory ever work there? So yes, boom, we've got Greg caught in two lies. And I've told you before, my past research, I found out that Greg was a nurse on Staten Island, a foot nurse. During the 2008 meltdown, he was not working at Bear Stearns. He was working as a nurse. So I think this has gotten Gregory so upset, the fact that people come up here and they go watch this show. As you can see, the views, I'm going to have to download this video and save it here, folks, because they're probably going to take this one also. They're pretty upset here. I'm ringing the bells big time, and they don't like having their bells rung. You know, they don't mind ringing each other's bells, but they don't like it when somebody comes in and starts really pointing out how they're frauds. So there's not much I can do about this. This is what you get, basically. They allow you to appeal it once, but the appeal, you can only type in like maybe, was it 100 letters, 50 letters? Very, very small appeal. So, you know, I've done these appeals.
Word. That should tell you something. I think we all.
It's like, didn't put it under oath, didn't record it.
No. So, you know, that's huge. Okay, so 3 hours of testimony, nothing goes written down here. So, you know, we see what this man is working for. He's a weasel. He's a weasel. He's a liar. And it's amazing that this man has any credibility whatsoever. You know, he's coming out here. It makes me want to laugh sometimes. Oh, Trump is disparaging me. Does he forget what the left did to him during his the Hillary investigation? They wanted his head big time. They scandalized him every way they possibly could.